I'm in Italy, and the general perception, if not perception, I should say that among all the European countries, Italy is one country that it's kind of difficult to live in as a foreigner. I don't know what you think, but this is the perception, or this is what it is. It's difficult to, find your way out in Italy. Hi, what's up? It's your girl Hetty Amens of Hetty's Beauty Parlor. Okay, so today is another video. It's a chit chat video. But hey, have you subscribed to my channel? If you haven't subscribed, please let me give you a moment to, you know, subscribe. Maybe you are eating, maybe you're taking a sip of a drink. Just feel free, subscribe to my channel. My name is Hetty Amens. Yes, I'm a fancy girl. I'm a Ghanaian, pure, local, typical girl. As one kinda. Okay, so yeah, enough of that. Yes, so I'm Hetty Amens. I live in Italy. I'm a Ghanaian, but I'm living in Italy, precisely in Brescia. All right. So you asked me, why am I giving an intro? So today's video is kind of a motivational video that I have promised myself that I will give to you guys, and then let you know the road to wherever I want to be. I want to be a better person. I want to stand for something. I want to, have an impact in the society that I'm in. I want to be a role model. I want to be a figure that represents something positive. So throughout the week, throughout my works, if you don't know, I am a beautician here in Italy. I do wigs, and then if I say I do wigs, like I'm in the serious business of making wigs. I make 100% machine sewn wigs. Like, did you hear me? I make 100% machine sewn wigs. Yes, I do a regular job. That is, I have an 8 hours factory job that I do aside my business. Yes, so this business of mine is Hetty's Beauty Parlor. So it's a business of mine. I created and founded it, and I'm leading it. We are beauticians that we do freelancing, and then also studio. So I have a studio where people come to do their hair, do their bridal makeover, trials, or makeup. That is where we sew the wigs. We use machine to make our wigs. We ship worldwide. We are always sewing wigs, and it makes us the best. We ship worldwide. We use DHL or FedEx or whichever company is accessible to wherever you are. So yeah, that is what I do. And then I now also have a radio job that I'm doing. So yeah, your girl Hetty Amens is now a host on Oba Radio, a radio station in Brescia, Italy, where I go there this every Sunday, 6 to 8 p.m. We discuss about the youth issues, youth problem, empowerment topics, growth, entertaining, and then informative and educative topics that will help the youth. So this is who and what I do on regular basis. Yes, and now you can also contact me for your MC. And yes, I just want to expand and open myself, explore, because adversity is the key to success. So I'm just trying to diversify myself as much as possible, and then create something positive. So I am in Italy, and the general perception, if not perception, I should say that among all the European countries, Italy is one country that it's kind of difficult to live in as a foreigner. I don't know what you think, but this is the perception, or this is what it is. It's difficult to, find your way out in Italy. But some way or the other, I've been able to, go with it, go with the flow, and trying to make things work as possible. It hasn't been easy. I'm not saying that I have figured it out in life. No, I'm only trying to get better, and I only want to share with you the things that I did that is helping me, or it's making things better for me. So if you are willing to know these things, if you are new, you want to come to Italy, you want to travel to any European country, I think this would help, especially to a country where they don't speak English. Okay, so most of us Africans can speak English, some can speak French. So if you are traveling to a country where they don't speak your native language, or one official language that you are comfortable with back home, it's going to be difficult for you to pick yourself up very fast. But I just want to share with you how I was able to find my way out in Italy. Mind you, I am 4 years in Italy. I came to Italy 2015 January, and we are in May. Today is 5th, right? Today is 5th. Okay. Today is 5th. I went to radio to work there, and I'm here. So I came here, and I came here as a family visit. I used family reunion document to travel to Italy, but I was coming here for a 2 months travel or visit or holiday. So back then in Ghana, I was working as a call center agent and also ticketing and reservation agent in Amtrak airline. And this airline is in Ghana. It's a domestic airline, but it is no more now. It's collapsed. Hello, yes, it is no more working. I think when I traveled a year after, then the company collapsed. So it's in, I should say, 3 years now since it collapsed. So I was working there, and I was also a student of Valley View University, and I was also writing exams at Ghana Institute of Chartered Accountants. Yes, I was in the university doing human resource management, and then I was also trying to write ACA exams. It is a chartered accountant school. So in the course of me schooling, I decided that okay, I want to come visit my parents. So I didn't know that I'm going to stay this long. So I took 2 months off from work. I had leave that I have to come. So I came here, and after 2 months, I realized that I'm not going due to one or two issues that I am not here to talk about. What we are going to talk about is, okay, when I found out that I'm not going back, what I did, what I've been doing, and how it's getting me closer to my dreams. Okay, disclaimer here, what worked for me might not necessarily work for you, but at least it will give you motivation that, hey, if you keep doing what you want to do, if you keep, being persistent, pursuing what you want to pursue, you will surely get there someday. Like, just take it easy. So one thing you have to make sure is, if you are aware you are traveling here to live long, find a trade, learn a vocation. Like in my language it's like pe insano juma biye. Learn a vocation. If you are a lady, try and learn how to do hair, try and have a skill in doing something, maybe bead making. If you're a guy, learn how to shave hair, barbering, learn how to do photography, videoing, editing, learn how to, if you can do mechanic, learn these skills. These are all basic skills that will help you. Like, if I knew that I was going to stay here, live here till this time, I would have learned a whole lot of skills. Learn certain software, certain things, daily, skills that can help you as a guy or as a lady to start yourself up. Because why do I say that? When you come to Italy or any European country and you are starting yourself up, whether a girl or a boy, one, there is a language barrier. If they don't speak English, there is a language barrier. Okay, they don't speak English and they don't speak French. Maybe you are from Senegal, and Senegal they speak French. So in case you come to a French-speaking country, you will be okay. But if they don't speak a native or a formal language as your country, it's going to be difficult. So you first start to process and start going to school. One thing you have to make sure you do is first get the language before you start looking for money. Because I tell you, if you go look for money before you want to learn the language, it's going to be difficult. It's difficult getting money, seeing money, and then now trying to go back to the school. So for those of you who are able to do that, find works to do and later turn back to school, I give you thumbs up. So what I did was I signed up for the language for 6 months, and then I came here without a skill or nothing, but out of nowhere, I started, doing my hair for myself because there was no money for me to be changing my hairstyle. So I watch YouTube tutorials on hair, makeup, this. So when I'm going to church, I'll do my makeup, draw my brows, change my hair. I was changing my hair every week that I go to church, and people were asking, "Hey, who did this for you? Who did that for you?" I'm like, "I did it for myself." "Okay, I have a friend who is coming to do a wedding. Can you try doing her hair for her?" I said, "Okay." "Can you try doing my makeup for me? It's a party." I said, "Okay." So okay. Can you try? And all I got to know is my name is everywhere. And I'm like, okay, let me take this opportunity and then make it work. So that is how come Hetty's Beauty Parlor was established. Yes, and since then it's been working, it's been expanding. I travel countries like Germany. I've traveled there like 4 or 5 times, all in the name of work, just makeup and then hair service for parties, weddings, and all that. Switzerland, I've gone there twice. I've gone to France once, and even in Italy, I don't know any corner that I haven't traveled to. Hello. Yes, I've traveled to far, Puglia, Sardinia, a whole lot of places that I wouldn't have been if I don't know been this thing that I was doing. So yeah, find a skill. The guys, when you are coming, learn, video, the likes of Robbie, Nake, Skyline, AGS, Big Shaki, all these people, they do their normal 8 hours, but they still have a vocational skill, a skill that helps them entertain themselves, have somewhere going, a skill that keeps them busy, a skill that gives them a side money to take care of themselves and their family. So it's good. I don't say that just have a skill and that is all. Have a skill, it will help you. So when you come, you are now looking for a job you can't find because of the language barrier. So you are human, you want to eat, you are a lady, you want to buy stuff and all that. So get a skill. I'm not saying you should compulsorily be a makeup artist or a hairstylist, but find something that you can do best. There are Nigerians who came here and then they know how to do, the braids, the Senegalese twist, and they do it. They go house by house, and then they get enough money. You can be doing house by house service. If you know how to fix nails, do it. If you know how to perm hair, if you know how to do that, just do it. If it is babysitting that you have to do it. If that is going to help you get something, do it until you get the language. Mind you, I also signed up to go to the language school. I was going for language schools in the evening, and then in the morning I will help my mom with her 2 hours job. I help her so that we do it one day, and then the rest of the day we use it to do domanda. Domanda means you're looking for jobs at job agencies. So in the evenings I'll go to class, and in the weekends there will be somebody somewhere calling me to fix their hair, do their makeup, or do their their wig or something. And it was really helping me, and these were the money I was using to buy the things I wanted, because I don't want to have an excuse as to why maybe I'm flirting or I'm just chasing men because of maybe something I don't have, because of money, because so I just wanted to be okay, financially independent, even though I had no job. So I could do my own hair, so I have no complaint that hey, I have no money to do my hair, so I just want to flex around. And this wig and all that, the money I had, I was able to buy myself some clothes, because your girl loves to look good, travel to wherever I want, because even when I was not working, I was traveling to Italy's best places like Florence, Venezia, Vicenza, a lot of places just to tour around Italy, even though I had not started working. So that is my first phase. My second phase, I now finished the language. I passed. I did additional 1 year to it, and as I was doing that, I was looking for a job. One thing you have to do is When immediately you come, try and create your CV. Find someone to do your CV and translate it into Italian. The mistake I did was I was using English to look for job. I was using English CVs to be looking for jobs, not knowing that immediately I left these job agencies, they just throw my CVs away. I didn't know, so it took me ages, it took me time. No one was calling me for job. And then what I did was, later, after the 6 months English language course, I did 1 year, and then after the 1 year I started looking for jobs. I stopped looking for jobs at agencies. Find places, find factories around you, find places you would want to work. If it's a coffee bar or a coffee shop you would want to work, go to them directly. If it is a shop you want to work there, go to them directly. If it is McDonald's, go to them directly. If it is a factory, go to them directly. I didn't know the secret, so I started distributing my CVs to, I Google, factories nearby on my phone, and then it will show me. And then I'll buy petrol to my friend's car, or, that time my friend was using a motor, and then we just start distributing. And sometimes you go there, they will tell you that they are not employment agencies, so they will not take your CV, but rather they will take photocopies of your documents. Okay, I kept distributing until I met this job. So after the language, you have to start looking for jobs, like real jobs you see, this is the factory, this is the shop, this is where I would want to work. Go there and then submit your CV. So I went to this factory, I submitted my CV. They said no, they only need my documents. Okay, so I gave them my identity card, my stay permit, and my codice fiscal or fiscal code. And then they are like, can you start work tomorrow? I'm like, what did you just say? They're saying, okay, yeah, you can start work tomorrow. I'm like, even if you tell me that I should start work now, I'm gonna start, like, and they started giving my uniforms and all that. From that moment till now, I have been working at this company. And then later, we had to relocate because it was difficult for me to stay at where I was staying and come to work, because it was like 2 to 3 hours far from my place. So I dislocated, and then I used that money I had saved for 6 months, and then to come and rent a place. And then I took my parents along with me, or my family along with me, and then I rented this place. And then that is where I used one room to be my salon. That is where people come to, do their hair, makeup, where I sew the wigs, and even sometimes that is where I do my YouTube tutorials. So after coming here, using one room for that, and then I'm here. So Monday to Saturday I work at the factory. I do 8 hours, we do shifts. So sometimes on Saturdays, even when I have clients that I serve, I have to swift, like what's the word, I have to change my shift for somebody. I have to do swapping. So I will swap my shift and then do night shift instead of afternoon, because I don't do morning. I don't know why. I'm always doing afternoon or evening. So if I have clients to work on, I prefer doing night shifts. So I will request to do night shift, and then in the afternoon, when it's Saturdays, I'll leave home Friday evening and travel to my clients. I'll be given a hotel to sleep in, and then the next day being Saturday morning, I wake up, I prepare for my clients, the day, the wedding day, if it's a party or whatever, I prepare for them. And sometimes if I'm traveling outside, they pay for my tickets, my plane tickets, everything, my hotel, everything is sorted out. So you see, it works. Everything is sorted out, and then the Saturday I'll be on my feet, like from morning till afternoon, like 2 or 3, where the brides finally goes to the church, and then they leave me alone at the hotel to pack my stuff, and then come back home. And sometimes I'm not using a car, I'm still I'm doing my driving license. I failed once, but be determined to pass it. If it takes you 100 times to fail your driving test or driving exams, write it the 101th time. You get me? I am still going to write it, and the day I pass, I'm going to let you guys know, because it is not easy. I've been here 4 years. I was able to get the language in a year and a half. There are people who have stayed here 10 years and 20 years and they cannot speak very frequently. The grammatical errors are a lot for people or the Italians to bear, and then sometimes it's difficult to communicate with people, communicate in other offices, to even get help to the troubles or the problems you are in, because sometimes if you cannot express yourself, no one is willing to help you. But I'm the outgoing type. I'm always worrying these white people. I have friends. Even if you don't like me, listen, I will force and ask you questions. Where can I do this? Where can I get this? Where can I do, and keep have friends who are outside your race. Listen, when you come here, you're an African, you travel outside. If you want to really go on air, decrease the number of friends you have that are from your country, because one, they will not help you to speak the language, because they'll be speaking your local dialects with you. And in my home, we were always speaking Fanti Tree, and it was not helping me to study the language. So find friends who will speak the Italian language with you. If not, you will get stuck. You speak Tree, you will speak your Yoruba everywhere, and you won't proceed. So when I get home, that's Saturdays, and I get home. I sometimes get home like 5 or 6. I change over, I'll take my bath, and then I prepare for night shift, because I swapped with somebody, so that I do night and the person do that's afternoon for me. So I go to work. My work starts at 7. I prepare, go to work, and then that means Saturday I will close Sunday morning. Sunday morning, 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Is it at dawn? Dawn or midnight? I don't know which. Like Sunday morning, 3 a.m. 3 a.m. I close from work. By the time I get home and then sleep takes me, it is like 4 a.m. And 4 a.m. you are sleeping Sunday 4 a.m. when you will go to church at 8. So you can imagine, and I'll go to church at 8. I wake up at 8 a.m. to prepare for church, and then after church I have this radio program that I'm doing, and then it's 6 to 8. When I'm done, I come back home. So throughout the week I am busy. Weekend too is busy for me. Why? Because of the skill, and then because I'm trying to be better, because I'm trying to put myself out there. You get busy, you don't get distracted. To me, I don't get distracted by men. Why do I say that? Like, I don't even have the time to be following your trash. Like, I don't even have the time that, hey, can I see you this night? Can we do this? Trying to flirt, trying to, find who is for you and all that. No, you concentrate on trying to be better. You concentrate on the activities you have to, do in a week. Because for me, I have my 8 hours doing, and I still have weeks that there are always wig orders coming in and out. Every day I sew not less than 5 wigs. Hello, yes, and people order through online. From my WhatsApp, people recommended me. Sometimes I go to church to meet people to deliver their wigs to, or they give me wigs to bring back home to sew. So throughout the week, before I go to work in the afternoon, I make wigs, and then when I'm going on my way to work, I deliver this or I ship them at the post office or with DHL before I start to work. So what am I saying? I'm just saying that when you come to a foreign land, try your best to learn the language. Try your best to look for job opportunities, not only at these job or employment agencies. Try and locate real factories, real shops, or real restaurants, anywhere you would want to work. Locate these things yourself and then deliver or submit your CVs to them. And also try looking for job at the agencies, but don't do that alone. Do job search or job hunt yourself too. And when you get a language, you're looking for job, and whilst you are looking for job, that is where your skill comes in. If you have a skill, You can be, barbering people for €5, €2. If you have a skill in video editing or, photography, weekends you can go and take people's program for them for €100, 200, €3 and 300. And these people, they pay, they get a lot of money for videoing and all that. Doing this, you get productive with your time. It's not like you're just staying at home and you are waiting for job agencies to call you. So find a skill, something that will, that will help you whilst you are waiting for an 8-hour job or 4-hour job to come in. And then when you are here, try and save. If you are living with your parents, fine, try and help them as much as possible every month. Let's just say you receive €1,000 a month. Okay, if you are living with your mom, your dad, your mom works, your dad works, you can contribute something like 200. If your mom is not working, you can support your dad like 300. I'm just saying, I'm not saying this is what you have to do. I could try and support them whilst you save something aside yourself. You can also enter into businesses. Look around. There are a lot of Chinese, stuffs that you can purchase and then resell. There are shops you can go and buy stuff at a low price and then resell. What I do for people is people that I know I can work with, people that want to do something but they don't find anything doing. This is what I do. I have people in Milano that I saw wigs, and then I reduce the price to a certain amount, and then they add theirs and then resell it for me. So I'll make the wigs. Let's say the wig costs, normally I would have sold the wig for €150, maybe €150. I will sell to them at maybe 110 or 120, and these people will charge maybe €160 or 150, and then they will get the 30 as their share or 40 as their share. So find other businesses, find something doing. The guys, you have a lot of opportunities. You can barbering, this photography thing, like mechanic, learning certain things like graphic designing, a whole lot. Know how to do drum, like instruments. I'll learn how to play the instrument. Is it a xylophone? Is it the drums at church? Because Italy per se, they have high demand for people who know how to play the instruments, and then they will call you to play for them at their churches. And if you are lucky, some of the key people at the church can find you a job. Some can even find you a place to sleep if you don't have a place to sleep. So try and equip yourself before coming. Let's just say you didn't know that this is what you need before coming here. Okay, so you are here just like me. I didn't know I was gonna stay. But find opportunities, learn certain skills from certain people. If you see someone doing certain things and have an interest in it, okay, can I sacrifice to learn from you? Can I sacrifice to help you do this? Don't take money. It's not everything that you're going to help people that you're going to take money, because you want to learn. So you have to sacrifice. Learn the language. Try and communicate. Try and make friends with outside world. And to me, I think it will help. When you get something doing, save as well. Save. Yes, no one's saying starve yourself. Save, save, save. I can shop a lot, but hey, I save a lot. And if you're able to save, you can get yourself the best things. And when you get job, when you have your skills working for you, and even if you don't have a job but your skill is giving you a lot of money, ask Nake the amount of money he makes out of his regular 8 hours job in a month. If he's to put it together, it is more than what we all take in a month. Sometimes if I calculate the number of money I can get from wigs in a week, in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then makeup and then hairstyling in a month, and you compare to what you get from the companies that you are working for, it is a lot. So when you get your work, if it's 8 hours, if it is 2 hours, if it is 4 hours, and thank God Italy is one of the countries that the cost of living is so okay that you can afford yourself a very decent apartment, a decent food to eat. There are buses, basic social amenities in Italy are very affordable, lighting and all that, comparatively affordable as compared to other European countries. I've only lived here, but statistically that is how it is. So even someone with 4 hours job can pay for her one room apartment, bills, and all that, feed herself and still get something to save. If you want extra, that is where you start finding what you can enter in. Is it business partnership with people? Can you help people for money? That is where skill come in. The major thing you need in traveling Europe is a skill of a vocation, a hand job. If we're a lady, if we're a woman, don't sit at home and be a housewife. Find something doing. The rest of people are doing this juice plus, where they advertise about this slimming tea, and then they get certain commissions based on how much they sell. Enter into such things whilst you are home. Try and find something doing. Make yourself productive. And if you're able to contribute to something, if you are a wife, if you're able to contribute at least 10 euros a month to the family, you feel worthful, not because you are doing it to support the family, but there's this level of accomplishments that everyone gets out of being able to contribute to the table. So trust me, follow these things. I haven't gotten there, like I have not got there. I'm only trying to get better. This is what worked for me. I'm not saying necessarily take the same path. Like I'm a makeup artist, you have to take the same path. If you take the same path and it works for you, fine. But what I'm saying, the motive here is find something that you can do well and you are passionate for it, and you will be paid for it. And try later doing the patente, that is driving license, like I'm doing. When you sort yourself out with the language, you find something doing, whether 2 hours, 4 hours, or even your skill is giving you something, try and save an amount to start the driving school. Because come on, there are places you would want to go alone. It's not every day that you want to call a friend and we buy petrol that they will take you there. It's not every day you want to take buses. Sometimes you just want to, hang around. And it is optional. I'm not saying it is mandatory to go and learn the driving license. The kind of job you take for yourself, the kind of skill you take for yourself will determine whether you would need a car. For me, the industry I'm in, makeup artist, I'm always here. I get called Verona, Vicenza, any part of Italy and even outside Italy. And because of my work and also shipping up and down, I would need a perfect and then a stable means of traveling or moving around. So driving is going to help me. If I get my car, I can travel to anywhere I want the same day, not necessarily having to sleep over. So I don't want this video to be long. This is what I have been doing, and this is by far this is what is helping me. And then I'm always advertising my products. Share your products to people, give out some products and let people review it for you. And find a community that will talk about your brand. Put your brand out there. There are Instagram, there are Facebook. If it's something you are selling, just don't be shy. Keep selling what you want to sell. Keep selling yourself. Keep selling your brand. Keep putting yourself out there. If you don't put yourself out there, no one is gonna catch you and get you what you are worth. So I don't want to I don't want to talk much. I just want to say thank you for all of you who have been following me from day one. Thank you to everyone who has known how I started. If I show you my old pictures, the next video will be about me reacting to my old pictures or my old works, like how I used to do makeup on clients. I recently traveled to Ghana. Yes, I went for holidays in Ghana, and the amount of money I paid to advance myself in terms of the makeup skills that I have, and then the hairstyling, you are just gonna be like, oh wow, yes, I was willing to pay because I want to advance myself. I can't do factory job for, like, it is not going to be forever. I'm a lady. There are times you would want to stay home out of you getting married. I'm not saying when you get married you can't work, you can work, but a time will come you want to be comfortable, serve your family whilst working. So if I advance in my skill and later I would want to open my own salon, a huge one outside in a big city like Milano or Brescia, and then be comfortable working there, it's gonna pay off. So try invest in yourself today. Try putting yourself out there, learn the language, look for jobs, put yourself out there, find a vocation. It's going to help you. And try and have friends who are outside your race. These are people who are going to show you secret to places and get you informed about where you are. So thank you, and I hope you've learned a thing or two, or you've been motivated. I am not perfect. I haven't gotten there. I am still trying to, get better. So see you guys later. It's your girl Hetty Amos, and don't forget to check on the description box down below to watch all my previous videos. So it's your girl Hetty Amos. You know what it is.